Hey, beautiful souls, welcome to the Zen Mind. I'm your host, Mohammad Aasif, and today, we're diving deep into something that's going to blow your mind. Have you ever wondered why some of the smartest people, those brilliant, out-of-the-box thinkers, seem to unsettle the world around them? Why do intelligent people scare society? What's the dark psychology behind this fear? This isn't just video, it's a journey into the shadows of the human mind, and trust me, you're going to walk away with some powerful insights that'll change how you see yourself and the world. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our growing family of curious minds. We're all about unlocking hidden truths and finding peace in the chaos, so if that's your vibe, you're in the right place. And hey, if you love what we do, consider supporting the Zen Mind by liking, sharing, or even dropping a comment below. It keeps this community thriving. Now, grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's unravel this mystery together. Ready? Let's go. Section 1, The Paradox of Intelligence. Alright, let's start with a simple question. Why does intelligence, something we all admire, sometimes feel so threatening? Picture this, you're at a gathering, and there's that one person who sees through the small talk, questions everything, and drops ideas that make everyone squirm. They're not rude, they're just sharp. And yet, instead of applause, they get side eyes. Why? Here's the paradox: intelligence is a gift, but it's also a disruptor. Society loves the idea of smart people, think Einstein, Da Vinci, or even modern icons like Elon Musk, but when those same minds challenge norms, expose flaws, or move too fast for the rest of us, something shifts. Admiration turns into unease. And that unease? It's rooted in psychology so dark, it's almost primal. Think about it, most of us crave stability. We like routines, predictability, the comfort of knowing what's coming next. Intelligent people, though? They're wired differently. They see patterns we miss, question rules we accept, and poke holes in systems we've built our lives around. That's not just uncomfortable, it's terrifying. And today, we're going to unpack why that fear exists, how it shapes society, and what it means for you. Let's dive into the first piece of this puzzle, the fear of being outpaced. Section 2, The Fear of Being Outpaced. Have you ever felt left behind? Maybe in school, at work, or even in a conversation where someone's just leagues ahead of you? That sting, it's not just insecurity, it's evolutionary. Back in the day, survival depended on keeping up with the tribe. If you couldn't match the group's pace, hunting, gathering, adapting, you were toast. Fast forward to today, and that instinct still lingers. Intelligent people scare us because they move at a speed we can't always follow. Their minds leap from A to Z while we're still figuring out B. And when we can't keep up, we feel exposed, vulnerable. It's not about jealousy, though that's part of it. It's deeper. It's the fear that if they're that far ahead, maybe we're not good enough. Take a genius like Nikola Tesla. The guy was dreaming up wireless energy while the world was still figuring out light bulbs. People called him brilliant, sure, but they also called him crazy. Why? Because his ideas didn't just push boundaries, they shattered them. And when boundaries break, we lose our footing. That's where the dark psychology kicks in. Fear isn't just about the unknown, it's about losing control. Let's explore that next. Section 3, The Threat to Control. Control is everything, right? We build governments, religions, even social norms to keep chaos at bay. But here's the kicker, intelligent people don't always play by those rules. They're not anarchists, well, not usually, but they see through the cracks. They ask, why do we do it this way? What if there's a better way? And that's a problem. Because when someone questions the system, they're not just challenging ideas, they're challenging power. Think about Socrates. The guy was so smart, he spent his life asking Athens' big shots why they believed what they did. Result? They sentenced him to death. Not because he was wrong, but because he threatened the status quo. His intelligence wasn't a gift to them, it was a weapon. This is where fear gets dark. Society, whether it's a classroom, a workplace, or a whole nation, runs on agreement. We agree to follow certain rules, believe certain things, keep the machine humming. But an intelligent mind doesn't always agree. It dissects. It disrupts. And when that happens, the people in charge or even just the people who like things as they are start to panic. Why? Because if the smart ones keep pushing, the whole game could collapse. Let's talk about how that panic turns into something uglier, resentment. Section 4, Resentment and the Tall Poppy Syndrome. Ever heard of tall poppy syndrome? It's this idea that when someone stands out too much like a poppy growing taller than the rest, people feel the urge to cut them down. It's not just envy, it's a twisted kind of justice. Who do they think they are, being better than us? Intelligent people often become those tall poppies. They don't mean to, they're just doing their thing, but society doesn't care. Their brilliance feels like a spotlight on everyone else's flaws. And instead of rising to the challenge, a lot of us lash out. We mock, we criticize, we spread rumors. Sound familiar? Look at social media today. Someone posts a groundbreaking idea, and half the comments are praise, but the other half? Snark, skepticism, or straight-up hate. Why? Because intelligence can feel like a mirror. It forces us to confront our own limits, and that's not a fun reflection to see. This resentment isn't random, it's a defense mechanism. And it's been around forever. Let's go back in time to see how this played out historically. Section 5, Historical Examples of Fearful Backlash. Let's take a trip through history. Time and again, the brightest minds faced the darkest pushback. Galileo? The guy figured out the Earth wasn't the center of the universe. What did he get for it? House arrest by the church. His intelligence didn't just scare people, it threatened their entire worldview. Or how about Alan Turing? The father of modern computing cracked codes that helped win World War II. A hero, right? Nope. Society turned on him, persecuted him for being different, and drove him to a tragic end. His mind was a treasure, but his brilliance made him a target. These aren't isolated stories. From philosophers to scientists to artists, history is littered with examples of intelligent people being feared, shunned, or worse. Why? Because their ideas didn't just challenge the present, they forced the future to come too soon. And humans? We're not always ready for that. Let's flip this around now. How does this fear shape us today? Section 6, The Modern Fear of Intelligence. Fast forward to 2025, yep, we're living in the future and this fear is still alive. Only now, it's sneakier. We've got AI outsmarting us, tech moguls reshaping society, and random geniuses on X dropping truth bombs that make us question everything. Intelligence isn't just in books anymore, it's in our faces, 24/7. But here's the twist, we say we love it. We cheer for the innovator, the disruptor, the visionary until they disrupt us. Think about how people react when someone's too smart online. 1 minute, they're a guru, the next, they're arrogant or out of touch. Why? Because in a world where everyone's got a voice, intelligence can feel like a power grab. It's not enough to be smart, you've got to be likable too, or the crowd turns. And then there's the flip side, some of us fear intelligence because we don't trust it. Is that AI going to take my job? Is that scientist hiding something? Is that thinker just too good to be true? This mix of awe and suspicion, it's a psychological cocktail that keeps us on edge. So, what's driving it? Let's dig into the dark psychology behind this fear. Section 7, The Dark Psychology Unveiled. Okay, here's where it gets juicy. Fear of intelligence isn't just random, it's wired into us. Psychologists call it the uncanny valley effect in some cases, something so close to human, yet so beyond human, that it freaks us out. Intelligence does that. It's familiar, we all think, but when it's too sharp, it feels alien. Then there's something called cognitive dissonance. When someone's ideas clash with our beliefs, our brain scrambles to cope. Do we adapt, or do we reject? Most of us reject, it's easier. And rejecting doesn't mean ignoring, it means attacking. We tear down the source of discomfort to feel safe again. Add in a sprinkle of tribalism. Humans are pack animals. We stick with our group, our vibe, our level. An intelligent outsider or even an insider who outgrows the pack threatens that unity. They're not one of us anymore, so we push them out. This isn't just petty, it's survival instinct gone rogue. And here's the darkest part, fear of intelligence often hides as something else. We don't say, I'm scared of how smart they are. We say, they're weird, or they're dangerous, or they're full of themselves. It's a mask. But peel it back, and you'll see the truth, we're afraid of what they reveal about us. Let's explore that revelation next. Section 8, What Intelligence Reveals About Us. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Intelligent people don't just scare society, they scare us because they hold up a mirror. Their clarity exposes our confusion. Their courage highlights our cowardice. Their vision reminds us we're stuck. It's not their fault, it's just what brilliance does. Ever met someone who's so sharp, they cut through your excuses? Maybe a friend, a teacher, a mentor. They don't judge, they just see. And that seeing? It's unnerving. Because deep down, we know we could be more, think more, do more, be more, but we don't. Intelligence forces us to face that gap, and most of us would rather look away. This is why society fears the smart ones. They're a wake-up call we didn't ask for. They show us what's possible, and that possibility? It's terrifying. Because if they can do it, why can't we? Let's shift gears now. What happens when society fights back? Section 9, Society's Pushback Mechanisms. So, how does society deal with this fear? Simple, it fights dirty. One way is conformity pressure. Ever notice how we celebrate uniqueness until it's too unique? Intelligent people get told to tone it down, fit in, stop rocking the boat. It's subtle, don't be a know-it-all, you're overthinking it, but it's there. Then there's scapegoating. History's full of it. When things go wrong, blame the smart one. They're the witch, the heretic, the troublemaker. It's easier than admitting they might be right. And today? We've got cancel culture. Step too far out of line, say something too clever or too bold, and the mob's got pitchforks ready. Intelligence isn't always cancelled for being wrong, it's cancelled for being too much. Society doesn't just fear the smart, it punishes them. But here's the flip side, some intelligent people lean into that fear. Let's talk about that. Section 10, When Intelligence Embraces the Fear. Not every genius runs from the backlash, some thrive on it. Think about provocateurs like Nietzsche or modern figures like Jordan Peterson. They don't just accept being feared, they use it. Their intelligence becomes a spotlight, exposing truths others dodge. This is where the dark psychology flips. Fear can fuel power. When society pushes back, it proves they're onto something. The resistance validates their edge. And for some, that's the game, poking the bear until it roars. But here's the catch, not every intelligent person wants that fight. Many just want to create, explore, live quietly. Yet society's fear doesn't care, it paints them all as threats. So, what's the takeaway here? How do we live with this tension? Let's wrap this up with some wisdom. Section 11, Finding Peace in the Tension. Okay, we've unpacked a lot: fear, resentment, control, all the dark stuff. So where does that leave us? Here's the Zen mind twist: maybe the fear isn't the enemy. Maybe it's a teacher. For society, it's a chance to grow. Instead of cutting down the tall poppies, we could learn from them. Celebrate them. Let their light push us forward. And for the intelligent ones among us, you know who you are, don't dim your shine. The world needs it, even if it doesn't always know how to handle it. And for all of us, let's lean into the discomfort. Next time someone's brilliance makes you squirm, ask why. Is it them or is it you? That's where the real growth happens. Fear doesn't have to win. It can be a bridge to something better. Wow, what a ride, right? I hope this journey into why intelligent people scare society gave you some serious food for thought. If it did, drop a like, share it with someone who'd vibe with this, and let me know in the comments what scares you about intelligence. Or maybe, what inspires you. I read every single one. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button and join the Zen Mind. We're here every week, peeling back the layers of life's big questions. And hey, if you want to support us even more, check out the links below. Every little bit keeps this channel growing. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and stay Zen. This is Mohammad Aasif, signing off. Peace.